Chapter 3. Ingredients of Modern Industry. Minerals and power resources are ingredients of modern civilization. A mineral is a naturally occurring substance on the earth having a definite chemical composition. The food we eat and water we drink contain minerals. We get minerals from rocks. Minerals in the raw state from which metals are profitably extracted are called mineral ores. Power resources are necessary for running the machines. Importance of minerals. Minerals are the backbone of industrialization. Minerals are necessary for the production of tools, machines, farm implements, defense equipment, automobiles, railway engines, ships, and drilling machines. Minerals are used for the construction of houses, buildings, bridges, flyovers, etc. Minerals are necessary to maintain the health of the people. They are used in the manufacture of jewels, coins, utensils, and decorative items. Classification of minerals. Minerals: metallic, non-metallic, mineral fuels, ferrous, non-ferrous, coal, petroleum, natural gas. Metallic minerals consist of metals. Metallic minerals are malleable, ductile, and hard like iron ore, bauxite, silver, gold, etc. Ferrous minerals contain larger proportion of iron like manganese, iron ore, etc. Non-ferrous minerals do not contain iron like gold, silver, copper, lead, zinc, etc. Non-metallic minerals do not contain metals and they are soft and non-lustrous like potash, salt, sulfur, etc. Some minerals used as fuels for running the machines are called mineral fuels, like coal and petroleum. The economic activity concerned with the extraction of minerals from under the ground is known as mining. World map showing distribution of minerals reveals a highly uneven distribution of minerals. Open cast mining involves the removal of overlying materials to extract the minerals from a shallow depth of the earth. Shaft mining refers to the construction of vertical or horizontal shafts to extract minerals from deep under the earth. Offshore drilling is a method of mining where deep bores are dug into the earth to extract oil and natural gas from under the earth or from offshore regions. Distribution of minerals in India. Conservation of minerals. Minerals are highly exhaustible and are finite. The formation of minerals is very slow as compared to the rate of consumption at present. Some ways of conserving minerals are: 1. Use of alternatives or substitutes. Use of non-conventional sources like solar, wind, or biogas. For example, coal and petroleum are substituted by CNG. Use of biofuels. 2. Recycling of metals. Some metals like iron, copper, aluminium, gold can be melted and reused. 3. Reducing the wastage of minerals by planned utilization and judicious use. 4. Discovery of new minerals using latest technology. Power resources. Energy is a prerequisite of modern industry. It is required for domestic purposes as well as human activities like agriculture, industry, transport, communication, and defense purposes. Power resources are generally classified into two types: conventional and non-conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources of energy. Non-conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources of energy refer to traditional sources of power like firewood, coal, petroleum, natural gas, hydro power, etc. Non-conventional sources of energy are the recently developed sources of energy from sun, wind, nuclear power, tides, geothermal, biogas, etc. These sources are non-renewable. These sources are renewable. Generation of energy is expensive. Initial cost of generation is high but cheaper in the long run. They cause large-scale pollution. They are eco-friendly sources of energy. They are confined to some parts of the world. They are more widespread. Firewood. It is the most traditional source of energy used for cooking and heating. More than 50% of energy requirement of rural villages are met from this. Coal. The formation of coal dates back to millions of years. Dead remains of animals and plants under the earth millions of years ago got decomposed into layers of coal. Their formation is associated with sedimentary rocks and are called fossils. Petroleum. Petroleum, also known as black gold, is an important source of energy at present for running the machines and automobiles. Its byproducts are petrol, kerosene, paraffin wax, diesel, lubricating oil, etc. Natural gas. The occurrence of natural gas is also associated with oil fields. It is a domestic fuel, industrial fuel, as well as used in automobiles, LPG or CNG. It can be easily transported over long distances through a network of pipelines. It forms the raw material for thermal power plants and fertilizer plants. Hydel power. The power generated from falling water is known as hydel power. Hydel power is called white coal. Rainwater stored in dam flows from a height and rotates the turbines, which turns the generator to produce electricity. The water let out after the generation of electricity is used for irrigating the fields. Thus, the water is not wasted during the production of electricity. Solar energy. It is the most universal and abundant source of energy available to us. Solar energy can be used for cooking, water heating, space heating, lighting of streets and homes and drying of crops, etc. The latest technology called photovoltaic technology is available, which converts sunlight directly into electricity. Wind energy. Wind is a renewable and pollution-free source of energy. Constant movement of high-velocity winds in a given direction over an area helps in generation of wind energy. Windmills have to be set up to generate wind energy. Wind energy is used for grinding food grains and drawing water from wells. Nuclear power. Nuclear power is generated from uranium and thorium. These materials release large quantities of energy in nuclear reactors. Tidal energy. Tidal energy is produced from high tides along the coastal regions. This energy can be generated by building dams at narrow inlets of the sea. During high tide, the water turns the turbine installed at the dam to produce electricity. Geothermal energy. Energy produced from the heat of the Earth's interior is called geothermal energy. Temperature increases as we go deep into the Earth's interior. In volcanic regions, the heat energy is available from hot springs and geysers. Biogas. Biogas plants use human waste, animal waste, and farm waste to convert it into gaseous fuel called biogas. It is a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide which can be used as a fuel for cooking and lighting. It also gives us organic manure for our farmlands.